My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Bazaar. Time to play Dually. Let's do it. I mean, like, I do like a good micro day build. They can offer it to me immediately. There's the ignition core, but there's also weaponized and armored core. Ignition core, every 6 seconds. Burn for 6. Burn items to the right of this, gain +1 burn for the fight. When you use any item to the left of this, charge this 1 second. Armored core and weaponized core for scaling weapons and armor, reverse respectively. I'm gonna go with the ignition core. Let's do it. Give me Micro Dave. I don't necessarily want them both on the same field, but they both want all of the same items. Strange Mushroom. Admittedly, getting a skill this early on is really appealing. The possibility of getting a burn-related skill, or even just the red envelope can even appear as the skill you pick up from that. Absolutely incredible. There's a lot of small items that we want. Fine, Andy, I'll go to you for the first shot. Memory card. When you sell this, give the core plus damage equal to this item's value. I could take the memory card and then sell it for 4? So I can invest in the memory card right now?
Whoever said money can't buy class had neither.
I'll take Arc Blaster just to do some damage. Every 8 seconds, it deals 40 damage, and then when I use the core, I charge it 1 second. And when I use it, because it's on the left side of the core, it charges the core 1 second. Duct tape. Take that. Fight Banana Ball. No. No, I'm not going to hunt for the silver duct tape right now. Oh, there's Banana Ball. I'm actually going to go Fanged Inglet. If you give me the pelts, you just give me 2 gold. If you give me the Fang, you've given me... Oh, no. Hang on. I shouldn't have fielded the Arc Blaster. I was supposed to take that off so the memory card could grow. Oops. Yeah, I did way too much damage. I could have survived that entire fight with just the memory card on board, and then I would have been able to sell it for 4 rather than for 2. That's the money play I was trying to go for, but I forgot to do it. I was set up to do it, I just forgot. Return the gate for 2 gold and 1 experience. And Sylvia, early silver tier item? Let me know. Whoa. Okay, if you're gonna offer us a build though, Dianosaur. Every 8 seconds, deal 40 damage. If your enemy has at least 6 items, destroy a small enemy item for the fight. When you do destroy an item during combat, your dinosaurs permanently gain +10 damage. There's also Railgun. Every 10 seconds, deal 100 damage. Multicast 2 when you use a core or the ray. The core, or a ray rather. Charge this 3 seconds, and then finally Combat Core. When you use any item to the left of this, it gains 10 damage for the fight. When you use any item to the right of this, it gains 10 shield for the fight. So like Combat Core and Arc Blaster work together because they are both cores. But realistically, this is the earliest I can possibly see Dianosaur. It's very slow right now. I have to tell you, it's very slow. It's the same damage as Arc Blaster, but it doesn't have any additional speed. And also, my enemies are not going to be fielding enough items for it to actually do anything to them yet. But if I can find the appropriate ways to speed it up, that's a build. And it's a build that feasts on the infinites that are in the run, in the game at the moment. Alright, Jovian. I expect that you'll probably beat this build, unless you have absolute... Whoa! Red envelope! I mean, they're all for charging the armored core. You haven't scaled it? You've got Wallace there. I'm surprised the armored core isn't in a position to scale the shielding from Wallace and Welded Helmet. It looks like they probably won't need it, though. But they could have been pretty close to needing it. Alright, yeah. The fact that they leveled up, so they got the 2 additional pips of experience there, giving them the ability to level up, which gave them the red envelope and the additional board space. And the additional max HP. Pip. There it is. Red envelope. When you buy this, gain 20 gold. There's also improved toxins and frontal shielding, but I'm going to take the 10 gold.
Greater trainers than me. I'm just getting you ready for them.
Thankfully, that previous fight was so non-aggressive that I had the opportunity to get a lot more scaling on the memory card done. So I need to make Dianosaur as fast as possible. Unfortunately, my core is not going to be helping me out in that. I get a burn item, lick it for tasty treats. When you destroy an item during combat, your dinosaurs permanently gain 10 damage. Destroying my own... Destroying the syrup from Lick It? I wonder if that counts and gives an additional 10 damage to Dianosaur. That's probably not worth optimizing around that. Kina, you sell non-weapon items. That could be some good... Some good ways of providing haste. Welding helmet every 3 seconds. Shield 6 and burn 1. Very easy item to want to field here. Charges up the ignition core a lot. Can be charged up by the ignition core, but certainly charges the ignition core in the first place. I kind of want to re-roll and continue looking for things that will help Dianosaur. Cool LEDs definitely goes in this build, though. When you use the core, charge this one. Well, does it? Atomic Clock. Every 1 second, increase an enemy item cooldown by 1 second for the fight. Eventually choosing to eat them. This is slowing the enemy down rather than speeding up Dianosaur. Cool LEDs will work on the board while the ignition core is there. But the ignition core is not going to be on the board for the long term. We're going to have to start planning around that sooner rather than later. Unfortunately, that didn't really help us out there. Jungle Ruins and JJ.
Come on in. Let's chat.
There we go. Cog, hasten adjacent item for 1 second every 4 seconds.
Happy to make a sale. Sad to say goodbye.
That's probably one of the most potent items I can pick up right now for increasing Dianosaur speed. So now only has 1 adjacency, has to give it haste. Ginola does resolve shield quite quickly, but I'll want something else instead for my survivability. GPU, haste the core for 2 seconds, and there's also a memory card upgrade here. I'll take the memory card upgrade.
I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
Oh, no, I shouldn't have. The memory card upgrade doesn't... It only increases the damage that's given by the memory card, not the value that it gains as it levels up, unfortunately. GPU every 4 seconds takes the core for 2 seconds. I have like 2 completely different builds that I'm holding at the moment.
How about this weather where... Oh, you're leaving.
All right, let's have a look at this. Because if I could eat 2 items in the next fight, I can actually start scaling the Dianosaur, and then maybe this build can get legs under it. Giant Mosquito has 4 items on board. Covetous Thief has 5. Rogue Scrapper, boo 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 boo. You have 6 items on board. That'll give me the ability to destroy something. If I destroy Barbed Wire, we might even win the fight. Uh-oh, medkit. This was the wrong build to try and take Dianosaur on. And the mismanagement of the memory card certainly hasn't helped us. Take the golden experience. See if I can get... Yeah, I can get a whole nother level before we leave this floor. I'll take that. Fielding 2 more items right now is really impactful. 2 gold for each tier. Bronze tier item. 2 gold for each. I'm going to take the bronze tier loot item. Yeah, because 3% cooldown reduction is really good for the dinosaur. Can feel GPU and cool LEDs. And I can even feel the Arc Blaster if I'm okay with selling the memory card. And at this point, I really should be. If this was the core instead of Ignition Core, we'd actually be really, really, really going well. Unfortunately, it's the Ignition Core. I'm just trying to get to the position where I can actually take it off field and literally run without it. The only problem is then cool LEDs and GPU and Arc Blaster are all pretty sad. Oh boy. Toadman, please tell me you don't have anything together.
Legend on Pelago.
That is 6 items. That can be pretty exciting for us. Oh, we even killed the only small item they have that doesn't have ammo required. Unfortunately, their Shark Claws is going to get
Yep. My ship red,
enough damage to kill us. I got my first destruction, though! Woo! Well, my first destruction on an item that mattered. I'd love to gain 150 max HP, but I really can't afford it right now. Battery! Do-do-do-do-do! Charge the item with left of this 1 second. That's exactly the kind of thing that's want to go on this board. Speeds up the dinosaur's resolution. And there's Brick Buddy, which... if I had other friends and I didn't have something on both adjacencies of Dinosaur to try and speed it up, I might take Brick Buddy, because the additional shielding is really impactful. Honestly, I might still need it. Because if I can replace Ignition Core, Arc Blaster, and GPU with, like, First Aiden, Brick Buddy, and another friend, literally any other friend, that'll go really well. And you know what? Let's go to Andy and see if you even have the possibility to do that for me. Coolant and Isocoric Freezer are not what we're looking for. Yes, memory card is... Whoa. Oh, the memory card... Okay. It will get 4 additional value every charge now that it's gold tier. But I'm not going to invest in it that way. There's the cool LEDs. Time to sell my memory card, getting no additional damage, unfortunately. I will take the cool LEDs upgrade because it is good right now. It's good disruption as well as good trigger for the Ignition Core itself. I'm just going to take the enemies that have the most items on field. Unfortunately, I do need 6. And yeah, I suspected this was the case. None of them have 6 items to field. Woof. I don't know if I can beat them all. Because we are pretty weak right now.
Defeat you.
I really need Dinosaur to level up. Okay. We only just beat the Dabbling Apprentice. What a sad sentence to say. Bottled Lightning, every 5 seconds deal 75 damage and burn for 6. Sylvia, do you want to fix all of my problems right now? You could fix all of my problems right now. Lost Ores, when an enemy uses a weapon or a burn item, charges 2 seconds. The first time you fall below half health each fight, use this. I'll be honest, that doesn't save us. But it helps a lot. I'm going to take that and Crypto. Field, Blast Doors, and Bottled Lightning. Bottled Lightning is a lot of good damage for us right now. It does only trigger one time, unfortunately. But it's better than the Ignition Core. At least right now for us. And Blast Doors in particular. When your enemy uses weapon or a burn item, charges 2 seconds, and in 20 seconds, it shields for 200. First time you fall below half health each fight, also use this. So this should buy us much more time to help try and destroy things with Dianosaur. We get to level up when we move one space, so I get to put another thing on board. And upgrade bronze, we're going to be upgrading the battery to charge the Dianosaur for an additional second. Speeding it up. Get his armory, health, toughness, and shield items. Nufu sells skills. I mean, I kind of want to go to Nufu and just look for the red envelope, but, like, what are the chances? I'll feel the GPU again, actually. Especially when the Bottled Lightning is only one charge. Alright, Kev. Show us what you have.
I can forge some for you.
Induction Aegis. Shield and Burn. There's Force Field, Shield, and then deal damage equal to your shield, and then Power Sander. None of those are going to want to go on this board. And I certainly don't want to roll for 4 gold here just to hope that I can find something where I want to sell all the rest of my build to buy it. Langua!
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share.
We have enough items to the left of the core that we should actually be able to build a reasonable amount of burn on them. Dianosaur has the ability to destroy 1 item in this fight. And yeah, the grenade would have been the better target, but by destroying the Battle Blast, the grenade is never going to reload. Oh, look. The Blast Doors went real well there.
All cannons, no
Until they got crit. 15% chance for the launch shot to do that crit. How dare you? How dare you? The docks to work for more coin. I'm gonna go to JJ. I really need to replace this last part of the build now. Metronome. When you use an adjacent item, give the other adjacent item haste for 1 second. That's a really good way to give Dinosaur haste as well. The crypto is selling for full value. Yay.
Now, if that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
This is like an embarrassingly good run for the core. I'm going to be using the core to charge cool LEDs, which then charges the Dianosaur. Cog would every 4 seconds hasten adjacent item for 1 second. This will, every time the cool LED goes off, give a second worth of haste to the Dianosaur. And with the GPU hasting the core, and all of these other items activating on the left, this should activate, I would guess, like every 1.5-ish seconds. So that's like a lot of haste that we're going to be giving to Dianosaur. I'll remind at this point that the Blast Door says when your opponent uses a weapon or a burn item, charges 2 seconds. I can't charge that myself. I really wanted to get a fight against an enemy there. Would have been a good opportunity for us to pick up some additional damage on Dianosaur from destroying some stuff. Outlands Dervish, you have 6 items on board. Retiree, 6 items on board. Flame Juggler, 7 items on board. And they charge our Blast Doors very quickly. I have to do it.
Fire is life, and sometimes
Wait.
the opposite.
Wait. Okay, never mind. I'm reading here that the enemy has 7 items on board. It says they have 2 copies of Cinder on howbazaar.com, but they do not, unfortunately. Ooh. Do I survive them? Only just. Thank heck for the blast doors there. We get a lighter out of them. As well as the Argenta level up.
You came to the wrong Sphinxian. I believe in joy.
When you crit, your shield items gain 10 shield. First time you use large item each fight, haste 2 items. First time you use large item each fight, adjacent items gain additional crit chance. We'll take the roll here. Honed arsenals, your items rather have 1% crit chance per weapon you have. Heavy metal, your shield items have shield additional to 2 times your level, or first flames. First time you use large item each fight, burn 10. I'm gonna take heavy metal. Having additional shielding on field would be really useful. Lost crate here because Alia is not the shopkeep I want to see. Andy, you still sell small items, right?
Good taste. Shall I gift wrap it for
I'll take crypto from you and wander away.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Ooh. What a litany of items for us to destroy. Got the blast doors to try and slow down the enemy while I do so. Dinosaur needs to get upgraded, but it does get upgraded next level up. I think it's level 6 when... It might be level 7, but I think it's level 6 when you get your next upgrade. Can I actually win a fight? Is it possible? They said it couldn't be done.
You've got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
Blast doors went off. That's our first fight win. Get him, Dianosaur. Curio, bronze tin, neutral items. Obviously, like, haste boots would be insane there. Cooldown reduction is pretty good, too. I am holding a reasonable amount of money. Alright, I will go there. I was looking at the other options, admittedly, but... this could be good. Crit chance... I'll give it some crit chance, sure. 20 max HP at this point in the game still matters as well. I'll sell crypto for 4 if its max value is 5.
Now that's a bargain.
Dang, no rocket boots, but we do get 2 cooldown reducing items.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home.
I'll lower your cooldown to 7.4. It's even more important that it triggers faster, not only because it carries a good effect, but because it will then prevent other effects that would have triggered slower than it. Obviously, on the items that it destroys. Rocket Boots definitely would have been the best hit there, so I'm a little sad not to see it. Oh, Tinker. You're gonna offer me a brick buddy? Brick buddy is a lot of shielding.
May the core light your way.
Metronome and cool LEDs. I mean, Metronome triggers off of cool LEDs triggering itself, even though the cool LEDs doesn't have a core to trigger it in the first place. So this is just a slow charge for 2 seconds for an additional slot on the board. If I take it off, though, and just go back to the cog for that second of haste. Then I open up a slot on board to put another friend adjacent to Brick Buddy so that I can scale my shielding significantly. That friend literally could just be Bomb Squad, but Bomb Squad's a very slow friend. I'd like it to be quicker than that. Woof. Miss Isles is here, but unfortunately if I don't have the core on field, Miss Isles doesn't reload. Wallace is here with scaling shielding itself, and it's already bronze. You know what? I'm gonna sell the cool LEDs, the GPU, and the lighter. Lighter? Bottled lightning. And I'll field Wallace. So the right of my board is shielding and protecting me, while the left of my board is doing my damage and destroying their items. That's what I'm trying to do. I've also got this blast door in the middle in order to just try and defend me. It's got to be the Sabertooth, right? Yeah, the Sabertooth has literally a full board of items. Trashdown Mare sings a song do-da, and I'd like to be able to fight them, but I need to get as many item destructions on the Dinosaur as possible, because every time it destroys an item, all of my dinosaurs permanently gain 10 damage. Which includes it. Also, just imagine Diamond Fangs. Small Diamond tier items have their cooldowns reduced by 30%. Imagine that on Battery and Cog. Oh, what a world that would be. That sells for 6 gold. Unfortunately, we don't get it. Silver tier item, silver tier loot item, silver tier tool. I'm going to go for the silver tier loot item again, looking for cooldown reduction, which we get, 4%. Middle sells medium items, and Dinosaur wants an upgrade as soon as possible, specifically so that it says when your enemy has at least 5 items, destroy a small enemy item for the fight, because it opens up the ability to destroy many more items.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
None of those middle, sorry. Security camera, welding torch, and weak point detector are not what this runner's doing. There's Micro Dave, if I wanted to go back in the other direction. Balloon bot, when you use a weapon to the right of this gains 10 shield for the fight and shields you. Pulse rifle, no.
You leave it behind, someone else finds it. It all works out.
Those ain't for us. Take the 2% cooldown reduction to the field. And you know what? I'm gonna go to the mountain pass and try and beg for a fight. Mod Squad. Do I beat Mod Squad? Mod Squad's from a day up? 2 days up? 3 days up? How far is Mod Squad in the future from me? Oh no, it's from today. Okay, no, it's from day 5. That makes sense. I got to destroy 2 of your items. Please give me first aid. Oh my god, please give me first aid. Bildozer's not bad either. Just for cooldown reduction on Dinosaur, but it's silver for only 10% cooldown reduction. I probably don't field it. Crypto for money, sure. Upgrade silver, upgrade your leftmost silver tier item, and that's got to be the Dinosaur in this instance. So now it gets 15 additional damage whenever I destroy an item during combat, but the impactful thing, now if my enemy has 5 items, I destroy a small item. Purplish, you've also lost a lot of early matches. You've won 1 more than me, but hopefully that means you were assembling something that I can destroy. Oh, I can absolutely destroy that, buddy. That's not the matchbox or the yo-yo. That was the matchbox, though. Good work. Matchbox was doing good work, actually, for me as well, increasing my burn. Okay, so we left them with the yo-yo. Dianosaur, the Infinite Buster. Get him! Tox Clocks. No, it's not Tox Clocks. I was thinking about Tox Clocks because Tox Clocks sells haste items. But haste items are good. Cog. Presumably there are others.
Move faster, do more, be happier, right?
Turbo Geanola Bar. When you sell a tool, this gains +1 max ammo. Fuel Rod for hasting adjacent vehicles. Or rather, hasting adjacent items, but adjacent vehicles get their cooldowns reduced. And then Power Drill. Those are not good at all. I will roll, but only because Crypto just rolled so high. Okay, that's Turbo Cool LEDs, the ability to speed up things with the LED on field, but there's First Aiden as well, and First Aiden will replace Chris Army Knife easily.
The faster you move, the longer your life.
Honestly, I think that was still worth it. Crypto, I'll sell you for 19. Bakun?
Master merchant, I can sell you things.
You're going to show me Micro Dave again, and I'm going to feel pretty bad about it, but I will roll away from it. Railgun, Monitor Lizard, and Welding Helmet. No, Dinosaur, please. I'll sell all of my small items that I'm not fielding. It's entirely possible that Metronome makes his way back onto the field. In fact, Metronome's better right now. Specifically... Cog says hasten adjacent item for 1 second. Metronome says when you use an adjacent item, give the other adjacent item haste for 1 second. So I just need something that triggers faster than Cog in order to trigger the Metronome. And we have exactly that item right here. It's First Aiden. Every 3 seconds, it will give another item a second worth of haste. And then the Metronome will also give Diana a second of haste.
Am I even a master merchant?
I can imagine the future where the Cog wants to go back on board, so I'm not going to get rid of that just yet. Trash Golem has 7 items, but also one of them is a powder keg, which will destroy itself when you destroy an item during combat. I don't imagine that'll count. Dire Inglet. Dire Inglet could actually be a good fight. It has 8 items on field. I could eat 3 of them. Actually, I could eat 4, right? I still can eat 1 on the final trigger. I'm not likely to be able to eat 4, though, just because the... What? I was about to say, is the Dinosaur going to kill them in time? But no. It eats 4. Dinosaur is now all the way up to 290 damage. It's now doing significant damage as well. Broken Shackles, every 6 seconds, your weapons gain 2 damage to the fight when you use weapon charge this 1 second. Not relevant to this build. Mountain Pass versus Andy. Andy sells small items, and like metronome speed and battery speed and like First Aid and giving out more haste are all really important to us. Taking that rather than going to another fight possible at the Mountain Pass is really difficult to choose. But I need upgrades. Water Cooler, there's the Cooling Fan, if you're giving crit chance to the core that's not on board. A Coolant that's not... okay, we get First Aid.
Wanna buy that? I mean, excellent choice.
Red button there. Every 6 seconds, charge adjacent large items. 2 seconds. It's okay. If you sell skills, sell me something to help me get by. An additional 7 armor to all of my shielding items. Honestly, I'm going to take the 10 gold here. I know that I was coming here looking for power, but if you're immediately going to give me the red envelope, I'll take it. Professor Regal teaches poison skills, Loma Lumbra teaches slow skills, but it's absolutely going to end up being all in here.
But he can never surpass me in years.
The first 5 times you use a tool each fight, slow an item 1 second. So battery counts as a tool, but that's the only one I have on field. Invigorating Cold, the first time you freeze each fight, haste your items 2 seconds. I could absolutely see a world where I end up fielding a Icicle to trigger that faster. Or rather, I just get, freeze the first time you haste. And then 3 seconds in, First Aid causes everything on board to have haste. That'd be lovely. Oh, this is an episode that hasn't dropped a match. So
Out to dethrone a king, not to
it's
spoil
possible
nobody's.
I can destroy enough core items on their field that I end up beating them. Wow. What is your build? And why is it so successful? I guess you've got a lot of damage scaling from improvised weaponry. Shark Claws is going off. Oh, there goes the yo-yo. Yeah, we'll win this one. Wow. I was really terrified that we weren't even going to get 4 wins. But I see the future now. I'm not going to say it's shining brightly, but it is shining on me.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
Hell yeah, Dianosaur. Eat him. Keenan sells non-weapon items, but the mountain pass is right there. Oh, for a single experience? It only matters if you give me the fight. Middle, you sell medium items. It's really unlikely we see Dianosaur right now. Security camera. Tesla coil, when using adjacent item, charges 2 seconds. That's pretty good, and I want to use it in a different build, but not this one. Balloon bot, when you use the weapon to the right of this gains 20 shield for the fight. No, thank you.
See that mountain? That's Poe. He might have what you need.
For multiple reasons, I think Cosmic Rock is the right choice here. Cosmic Rock has 8 items on field, but also does have access to the Feather for the 6% cooldown reduction. I can destroy 2 more items still. 30 more permanent damage on Dianosaur. We didn't get the right item. We got claws. That's okay. Silver tier tool item, silver tier loot item, silver tier item. I'm gonna go silver tier loot item. Still looking for the cooldown reduction. We don't find it. We do get scrap for 6 additional shields. Which I guess should go on the shield item that activates the most commonly, which is Brick Buddy. I don't need to do it yet. Let's go to JJ. You sell general items.
I mean, a customer.
Why don't you sell me a good one? Ray Skull is here. When you haste, charges 1 second. We don't have that many haste triggers. We do have Metronome, and we do have First Aid, and we do have Invigorating Cold, but Invigorating Cold isn't active. First Aid and Metronome is not enough to make Ray Skull good. There's the Brick Buddy upgrade, which we will absolutely take. It's core for keeping us healthy at this point. Combat Core. When you use any item to the left of this gains 10 damage for the fight. When you use any item on the right of this, it gains 10 shield for the fight. I already sold all my core-related items. Because Combat Core would be considered a core, or is considered a core, rather, for so many different things. I could see that being the way that I gain my shields. But Brick Buddy, Wallace, and First Aid are doing it much better right now. Honestly, Wallace is not really contributing as much as the other two. It's like, when Wallace is activated, it gives itself additional 15 shield for the rest of the fight. But when it's activated, it gives 30 to the Brick Buddy, and the Brick Buddy activates faster. Capacitor is there, but every 7 seconds, charge adjacent items 1 second is way too slow. Andy, come on, battery and metronome. I'll take crypto.
That suits you beautifully.
Beta Ray, when you use the core or another ray, charges 1 second. Omega Ray, when you use the core or another ray, adjacent burn items get +1 burn for the fight. Oh my god, and then Alpha Ray showed up as well. I was literally thinking in that previous store, should I just hold all of the rays in case I find Railgun? That might have actually been a good decision to do if I had have done it. I didn't do it though. If I had have done it, it might have been a good decision, but because I didn't do it, we'll consider it a bad decision, so I avoided the bad decision. This isn't an infinite, but they'll get a lot of poison out on the field. Leeches is going to do a lot of damage because it gets additional damage every time the enemy poisons. They're going to have a lot of poison from Monitor Lizard as well. Yeah, this build isn't especially good against poison. Yeah, that hurts. Wallace is just not really contributing that much shield. Wallace is very easy to replace with any other fast friend, but Brick Buddy does want 2 adjacencies, probably. Grandmaster sells skill upgrades, but skill upgrades don't matter that much to me here. Invigorating Cold isn't active yet. It's a very powerful upgrade when it is already active. It's 3 additional seconds of haste to all items on field. I'm going to take both of the rays that are offered to me here. It's literally just so that if I do see a railgun, I might actually be able to field it.
Tell everyone you got it here.
Virus. 12 seconds into the fight, poison 1 and destroy another small item on each player's board for the fight. When you destroy an item, this gains 5 poison for the fight. This destroys 2 items at the same time?
Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
I'm gonna try and field it, because if it does destroy 2 items at the same time, like, yeah, it might destroy the battery, it might destroy Metronome, but it destroys the battery after the battery has already gone off. Literally all 4 times. Like, if the virus destroys something, it destroys something near the end of the fight, and it just helps me scale Dianosaur. It might just be something that I sub in for PvE fights. Slow item, Jules Cafe. We'll go Kino.
With no weapons, leave big bargains.
Wallace is really slow and doesn't want to go back on this field. Capacitor and Thermal Lance. No, thank you. There's the virus upgrade. Virus used to be bugged. It used to be bugged to reduce its cooldown when you leveled it up. Like right now, it would have a 7-second cooldown. That's not the case anymore. I think they should revert it to that being the case. That seems like how it should actually work. They also gave me the Omega Ray, so I'm just gonna hold on to the rays and see whether or not the railgun shows up. Cosmic Rock have the most items here? Yeah, Cosmic Rock has the most items here. I care about that. Oh god. If I crit again, I just win the fight too quickly. Virus did nothing. But when I destroy an item, it gains 10 poison for the fight. It did gain that multiple times. Ooh. Well, okie dokie. Oh, Crypto is selling for 22. It's currently bugged that it can sell all the way up for 25. Let's get our 6% cooldown reduction to the board. So let's have a first look at Virus. Yeah, Virus is not good. It's not the target of any of these. Brick Buddy would be double shielding, or it could heal for equal to its shield. Those are both pretty impactful. Dianosaur could shield equal to the item's damage or heal equal to the item's damage. Both also really impactful. Healing equal to the item's damage is really good for trying to help me counter poison. especially poison that's already accumulated on me in that period of time while I was trying to offend the enemy. Siroko's step is also interesting. I do really like haste. I'm going to take Tranquil Spring for Dianosaur in order to give it the heal. Regenerated Tincture for 10 regen. I'm going to sell a single cog and then go and get 150 max HP from the eating contest, because I really do feel like I've had to neglect max HP way too much in this run. The Cult. I don't want to give Restorative Dianosaur crit. Oh wow, Barkun's right there and I just sold a bunch of small items. Whoops. I could get 25 regen by giving away some max HP. Honestly, no. I think I'm just going to go to Barkun and see if I can find either the Dianosaur, the Brick Buddy upgrade, or even Mamasaur would be really good. Force Fields is nice for dealing the damage of the Brick Buddy, but we're going with the Dianosaur.
Oh, okay. Maybe next time?
I wouldn't count on it. Southern Tiger. Let's go. I'm keeping Virus on field because Virus actually gets additional poison for all of the items that are destroyed by Dianosaur. But also, it doesn't care. Virus doesn't care how many items the enemy has on board. It's still happy to destroy. Oh, I got that Pearl first. That's tough. Oh, that's a harsh break for him. Okay, I lost my own first Aiden as well, but I lost it at pretty much the exact right time. Anchor is critting, and the barrel is keeping them healthy. My Virus is now just cutting through my own items, and also giving the enemy a significant amount of poison under their armor. That got them. The Virus build? Are we actually running a build where the Virus is a real item? I mean, kinda. Slow items, some chocolate bars. Again, I do want the max HP, but like, Barkun, you are the holder of Railgun, Brick Buddy, Dianosaur, Mamasaur, Robotics Factory, which is all your friends have +1 multicast. That's very easy for us to field here. Max HP matters so much, though. It matters too much. Artisan Dunes. Honestly, the buffs that Artisan Dunes offers are not relevant to us right now. 10 additional damage for the Dianosaur. 2 additional burn for Virus. The poison for Virus. All right, Paul. Improve. Oh! There it is, Mamasaur. Every 8 seconds, deal 200 damage. If your enemy has at least 5 items, destroy a small or medium enemy item for the fight. Yeah. Yeah, we take that.
Your coins are like dust in my palm, but thank you.
I think I have to take off both Virus and my Blastors to field it. I want to speed up Mamasaur more. We can let the restorative Dinosaur clean up after that. Brickbody does want another friend adjacency, which I can put Dinosaur on. Neat. I could roll looking for Robotics Factory, but if I do find it, I wouldn't be able to buy it. Because Robotics Factory only shows up at Diamond tier. Death Knight Reaper. It just comes down to how many items he has on field, realistically. Can I do you have enough items that I get to destroy a lot of items? No, you have 5 items total. Elite Duelist has 9. It's got to be the Elite Duelist for us then.
Where knowledge meets experience.
Give me Big Ego. Give all of my weapons lifesteal. That would be absolutely incredible. Over the course of this fight, the Momosaur gained 200 damage.
You're an artist with the blade.
How did it do that? I only destroyed 5 items. Oh my god, we did get Big Ego. Weapons have lifesteal. Alright, Momosaur. And the restorative Dinosaur, which is going to heal for twice its damage. Bjorn, you teach free skills? Yeah, there's skills unique to dueling and burn skills, but free skills. We want something we know that can activate freeze. Quick haste. Quick freeze. The first time you haste each fight, freeze an item for 5 seconds. And also haste all of your items for 2 seconds because of Invigorating Cold. That's exactly what we wanted.
But I'm up to the challenge.
Niffer, you sell skills.
This world is full of noise. You must find the quiet within.
First time you use large item each fight, freeze an item for 3 seconds. Absolutely.
I do not teach violence. I teach mastery over it.
Quicksil sells small and medium items, buys your large items at +3 value. Oh, I can sell you my Momosaur. I'm not gonna, but I could, theoretically. I'm not gonna, ever. But I want you to know that I thought about it. But I didn't think about it, because I'm definitely not gonna do it. Micro Dave has turned back up. Micro Dave, please. You have to know, this is not your place anymore.
Go buy something huge and then sell it to me.
I just need as much max HP as I can get. Let's get a little more by selling another chocolate bar. Come on. We're gonna go into this fight, they're gonna have 4 items on board and I'm gonna cry.
I've seen my share of storms.
Ooh, that's a number that's higher than 4. I can't count, so I can't tell you which number it is, but it is higher than 4. I'm almost certain of it. Okay, so there goes the Pearl and the Jellyfish. That's a lot of the haste triggers they just lost, and also a lot of their shielding they just lost, both at the same time.
Bring her back.
Chomp!
I've got another salvo in me.
Going for the big chomp build. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. How long until I start running into people with just radiant stuff on the board constantly? There's no way I'm fielding the Alpha Rays at this point. The Rays, rather. Eating contest for max HP, because if I'm going to constantly complain about max HP, I should probably do something about it. Artist, give an item a random enchantment. I'm going to give it to Momosaur? Maybe? Let's have a look. Battery, if it got deadly, would be good. Give the item to the left plus 25% crit chance for the fight. Giving the Momosaur the additional crit chance would be good. I'm charging the Mamasaur faster, by the way, because it can destroy medium items, but maybe that's not what I want. Maybe I just want the damage faster, because Restorative Dinosaur does more damage. Also, having both of them on board... Oh, it's both of them on board. They get 40 damage every time they destroy an item. That makes sense. But the Restorative Dinosaur, this will destroy small items, so I want it to do that faster, so that then the Mamasaur can help clean up medium items after the fact. If the Mamasaur destroys a small item, I'm actually pretty sad about it. Mamasaur does have a lot of really good enchants here, though. Turbo, haste 3 items for 3 seconds. Shielded and Restorative are obviously really good pickups here. Metronome is also pretty cool, because Metronome, when you use an adjacent item, the other adjacent item gains haste. When you use an adjacent item, freeze an item. When you use an adjacent item, slow an item. They trigger on adjacent item usage, which means it'll trigger very commonly. I think I'm going to want to give something specific to Mamasaur, so I'm going to give something random to Metronome.
Let me brighten them.
It got heal. Mamasaur doesn't need Restorative on top of Lifesteal when the Dianosaur already has that, so I'm pretty okay with that. 2 gold in the loot item, please. It's not cooldown reduction, but it is 15% crit chance, and that's good too. Hand the crit chance over. And we're above 4,000 HP, hell yeah. Volcus. Volcus, you don't actually have that many items, do you? 7. Hulking Experiment has 8. Property Baron definitely is the worst one here, with only 4 items. 2 additional gold and 1 experience, but I get to destroy 1 less item. 1 less item matters. 1 less item is 40 less damage given to both my Dianosaurs. Oh, but at the same rate, if I go against the Hulking Experiment, I'm going to kill it too quickly to be able to eat its items. All right, Volcus.
Stop resisting.
Oh, they froze my battery. How dare you? Nice work. Mamasaur ate a medium item, which is ideal. All right. 3 items destroyed in the fight. Yeah. Cryosaur. Freeze all items other than the core for 2 seconds. Thank you. But also, no thank you. Artisan Dunes, I don't need you. I'm going to go to Tinker for the off chance I get an upgrade on one of my dinos. Miss Isles is there, Monitor Lizard, and Copperhead. But no Dianosaurs.
As you free me, I will free others.
Rare Event or Merchant's probably better than fishing for the Dianosaurs from Alia, who can show me all weapons. Lux sells diamond tier items. Robotics Factory?
A protest against mediocrity.
Red button, every 6 seconds, charge adjacent large items 4 seconds. That's a really good way to charge the Mamasaur fast. The thing is, I don't think the Mamasaur needs to be charged that fast. Yes, I do want it to attack more quickly. But do I want that more than any of these other items on field? Also, after 6 seconds, it gives 2 seconds charge to the Mamasaur. And then the Mamasaur gets ready, and then it gets all the way up to 6 seconds as the red button is hit, and then it gives another 2 seconds worth of charge. Because it can't overload. I don't think red button goes in this build. I'll have a look at the roll. Yeah, but I was about to say, if Robotics Factory turns up, I'm going to have to sell Brick Buddy in order to get it. Brick Buddy and Cryosphere. Nothing showed up that I want, though. Please tell me you're fielding a lot of items.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
That's a lot of items, baby. They're already going infinite at the start of the fights. That's a little bit of a concern. But thankfully, we did get the pearl. We got the jellyfish as well. Unfortunately, the enemy is getting a really, really large amount of poison on me still. 1,800 poison. Improvised poison. When you crit, your poison items gain 2 poison for the fight. They had inexorable, so they were critting 24% of the time, 34% of the time. Peaceful Eye. And they had Chum giving additional crit chance. Okay, right. And they had Cosmic Wind when you crit, hasten item. So they had the pufferfish critting a lot of the time, giving itself 4 seconds worth of charge every time it does. Which made it very easy for them to scale and go wild, even without the pearl and the jellyfish and even Chum on board. Tough. Random enchantment location, though, shows us Languid Dunes. Enchantment item with slow effects. Mama Saur would slow 3 items for 3 seconds. Brick Buddy slows 2 items for 2 seconds. Brick Buddy triggers about twice as fast. Okay, I'll give it to Brick Buddy. Upgrade your leftmost item. Being able to destroy, even if they have 4 items on field, and being able to target mediums is really important. So the Mama Saur is going to be taking this upgrade. I really want Battery eventually to get an upgrade, but it's been kind of tough. It's worth small and large items.
I pay well for mid-sized things. Reasonable sized things.
Duct Tape Nitro and Alpha Ray don't really sit well in this build. Capacitor at a 5 second to charge adjacent items 1 second. No. No, it doesn't fit into this build. Having First Aid in 2.8 seconds into the fight immediately trigger the freeze from Quick Freeze and the haste on everything from Invigorating Cold makes it really difficult to replace him right now. Eating Contest and JJ still sells items. I'm going to go for the HP because I am constantly terrified that I don't have enough HP, and I feel like there are fights that I would win if I just had slightly more. Veteran Octopus. If I had to choose an enemy, it would be you with your immense amount of max HP and your giant amount of items on field. My god, we ate so many items over the course of that fight. We ate 6 items. Oh, Octopus, cool. We ate 6 items, right? So the Mama Saur gets 50 damage from that, or gives 50 damage to all of our dinosaurs. And Dinosaur gives 15, so that's 6 by 65? That's 390 additional damage to both of them? Octopus, every 8 seconds, deal 8 damage, multicast 8. Aquatic Weapon and Friend, that's not going to be able to go on the field, unfortunately. Slow Mo Lumbra teaches slow skills. I do have slow. So that's not nothing. Fortis teaches shield skills, but Adira teaches diamond tier skills, and if I can get specifically Shield Bash...
Is not humility a deception?
Intrusion countermeasures. The first time you fall below half health each fight, use your friends. Literally Restorative Dianosaur, Mama Saur, and Heavy Brick Buddy, and it full heals me. You know what? It full heals me, and it destroys 2 items immediately, and it shields me. Yeah. If you get me to below half health, I want to destroy your field. That's the tithe that I ask in offering. Nufu. You sell skills, and the skill you're selling at the moment is Invigorating Cold's upgrade. Remember how I told you this has a really powerful upgrade? The powerful upgrade is 3 additional seconds of haste to all items on field. We'll be taking that. Bell's dig site, dig a free item, could be anything, but you only get 1. Aerodrome, go anywhere. I have a lot of money in my inventory. I'm gonna go to the aerodrome and re-roll until I find something really impressive. Goldie selling gold tier items. A little bit of HP, not enough HP to really justify stopping rolling here, especially when I have the octopus. Tools from Orion, that's pretty good for battery's sake, but I was looking for really impactful. Barkun. Medium and large items, okay.
Small things remind me of seeds, acorns.
Nope. It's Robotics Factory we were looking for. Absolutely Robotics Factory. It's going to get more and more common as the days go on, but I'm going to have less and less chance of continuing as the days go on. Really depends on how quickly my enemies go off infiniting. Oh, Shield Bash. When your enemy uses a non-weapon item, charge a weapon 1 second. You do have the Radiant Double Barrel, which I can't destroy, unfortunately. But you do have a star chart that I can.
Like my crew says
Nice.
at the bar. Another round.
So they couldn't reload the double barrel, so it ran out of ammo. Obsidian Trebuchet. Cool. Star Chart Destruction was also pretty good for the 25% cooldown reduction removed from both of those items, as well as their crit chance. I think I got below half health and the intrusion countermeasures kicked in there.
Nothing
Come on, middle.
tiny, nothing huge. All
Finish the
about
restorative
moderation.
dinosaur. I'm not going to upgrade Cryosphere. Charging station. When you use the item to the left of this, charge the item to the right of this. 1 second. No, I don't have any fast enough activating items for that. Right? Every 2.8 seconds, charge the restorative dinosaur 1 second. The battery will eventually... The battery is currently better than that, and by the time the battery is done, I don't need that to trigger as fast as charging station. Ballista! It's here! I can field it! I've even got the metronome! Anyway, goodbye.
Every item finds its buyer. It's a relationship, you know?
JJ sells items, but there's a mysterious portal with Mac inside. Fireclaw, Fire Potion, Satchel for reloading a potion. Not relevant at all to us. Bottled Lightning, Frost Potion for freezing things. Hemlock? Absolutely not. I expected that was going to be the case. I just wanted to look at his other items. See if there was any that was surprisingly useful for us. Big man. You've got a lot of experience, but do you have a lot of items? 6 items in the Lord of the Wastes fight, unfortunately. But they have the Genie Lamp, which would be the best max HP I can get. Trash Titan, though. If you give me Juggler, I can charge Mamasaur a lot faster. And Trash Titan also has 8 items on board. A nice, clean, full 8 items on board. Also, I don't really get enough time in fights to really eat all of the items I would like. Ectoplasm every 6 seconds, poison 3, and then heal equal to the poison. 2 for each tool, gold tier loot item, which we're looking for. Cooldown reduction, it's crit chance. The Mamasaur is actually starting to get larger than the Dianosaur. I'm going to go to Jules Cafe for 612 max HP because I would love to get a 7th win for this so that I can consider it a victory. Curio sells bronze tier neutral items. Cooldown reduction, most impactful thing there.
Well, howdy, hero.
There's something else this guy can sell that I care. Whoa, that's a lot of cooldown reduction. Insect Wing and Feather both show up immediately. Some crit chance from Eagle Talisman's good too. Because I have so much money, I will take Citrus and Medkit, despite the fact that they're not... they have almost no impact here. Ah, the other item I wanted was Rocket Boots for the Restorative Metronome. We don't get it. But we do get the final cooldown reduction piece in Clockwork Blades. Cool.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
In terms of cooldown reduction, I think I probably put the future cooldown reduction on Marmosaur. Still give the crit chance to Dianosaur, though.
Hooey! Now that's a bargain. Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home.
Let me get 20 more max HP, as well as 5 additional healing every time I use an adjacent item to the metronome, and then 10 additional healing from all of my items, including the metronome. The real ace in the hole here is intrusion countermeasures.
My people believe in peace. Boring!
Ooh, I can destroy 2 items on their board. Yikes, they don't even care if I destroy them. That's a deadly beast of burden. Oh no. If it attacks ever, I could die instantly. Oh, come on. Really? Wait.
Myself and I still lost.
Did we both die on the same frame? So they did get to attack with the Beast of Burden. And it did crit, but I guess I had enough shield from Heavy Brick Body that I survived it. We managed to kill their spices before they got it on the Deadly Brick Body, baby. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get got! It even looks like we prevented the energy potion. Oh my god. They had big guns doubling the damage of the Beast of Burden and also the deadly on it. They had luxury tents, which brought them back to life, but we managed to get them just in time. Oh my god. What a fight! We did it! We got to 7 wins! It's officially a successful run! Now it doesn't matter if I lose! That's just the mentality I have to go in with so that I don't crumble under the pressure. Unfortunately, every option that says anything related to max HP is going to need to be the one that I choose, even including positions where I previously would have taken experience. Is that the case? No. Experience gives you skills, it gives you item level ups, like upgrade for Restorative Dianosaur, being able to destroy more items. And also it gives you a bunch of HP when you level up as well. I kill Volcus so quickly.
It's personal. For us, it's a job.
Oh, how dare you. You slowed down my haste triggers.
It's so cold.
Beautiful. Icebreaker. When any item gains freeze, charges 2 seconds. And it is an item that gets used to remove freeze from your other items. Clocks, clocks, haste, slow, and cooldown items. I care about haste.
I'm so fast, I'm living in your future. No, I won't tell you what happens.
Bulldozer. Your other friend's cooldowns are reduced by 30%. Is there ever a world where I take First Aiden and Brick Buddy off the field in order to get a 30% cooldown reduction on both Marmosaur and Dianosaur? I mean, it feels like the answer is yes. The big problem is that Restorative Metronome goes off much slower. Like, I have to take First Aid off the field. Or I take the Metronome off the field. Oh, we take Metronome and Heavy Brick Body off the field. I put Bulldozer on. We get still the haste trigger, which causes the freeze, which causes everything to get 5 seconds worth of haste. And our plan is that if the dinosaurs bite them twice, they won't survive. .5 seconds and 5.3 for the Momosaur. Grandmaster for skill upgrades. Kina for non-weapon items. I'm gonna go to Kina and just see if you immediately have a battery in your store. You don't. Yeah, conditioner, there's a cog, security camera. We're fine.
I feel like you're not being fully present with me.
I think that cooldown reduction is going to make a difference. Aaron Mandeville.
Big for you to steal.
That's an infinite build. I'm very glad that I'm going to be triggering as quickly as I can. I just wish it was faster. Oh, we got down to half health, immediately triggering our stuff. Unfortunately, by the time I had done that, the enemy had already put 2,000 burn on me from the Radiant Matchbox. Shielded Bushel was causing itself to go off every single frame, which meant that the Matchbox was going off constantly as well. Marbles next to it, triggering from it. That's really sad. I think the shield... I think the Brick Buddy would have saved me. I thought I needed to activate faster. Would Brick Buddy have saved me? I don't think so. I had so much burn on me. And I was getting a lot of health back from the Momosaur and the Radiant Dinosaur. I don't know if that could have gone differently. I'm legitimately quite happy with how it went. I finally got to run the Dinosaurs. We even got the intrusion countermeasures so that they would bite back. We even got deep freeze. We had big ego for the lifesteal. I can't be sad about this run. I can be sad that it ended at 7 wins. But I can't be sad about this run. This is going to be in the pool to help destroy a bunch of infinites. And it feels good that it'll be there to do that. 2 chests, I consider that a victory, and the ranking system does as well, gives me an additional tier. For the moment, though, until I cycle back to Pygmalion and also completely change my opinion on how the infinites go, because, I mean, I'm Pygmalion, I gotta do the infinites, right? My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been the Bazaar. Top left is the series playlist for all content of the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Are above the thank you, and a special thanks this episode to Cold Heart. I have a streaming schedule for this game, which you can find at the link to the top of the description down below. See you next time.